I just noticed Brazilica's BFDI BVVR voting randomizer, but let's go back to where it all started. Battle for Dream Island, Episode 1. Take the Plunge. As of recording this, it's now March 12, 2026. Episode 1 was released on July 18, 2024, and the thumbnail contains Ice Cube. The episode lasts 52 seconds. And so far, the video has 274 views, and Brazilica's has 135 subscribers. A very small channel. I had that number in about 2021. This is Brazilica's first viewer voting. All 20 BFDI characters will be divided into 10 teams of 10. Even though they're both cherries, Eraser is the leader of the cherries, and Fire is the leader of the grapes. The squishy cherries consist of Pen, Eraser, Snowball, Fiery, Woody, Teardrop, Match, Pointy, Rocky, and Golf Ball. And the squashy grapes consist of Fiery, Bubble, Needle, Pencil, Pin, Ice Cube, Spongy, Blocky, Tennis Ball, and Leafy. The first team to lose is the grapes. Voters can vote by typing their name down in the comment section below. The person with the most votes will be eliminated. Voting ends on July 25, 2024. For some reason, episode 2 was released on July 21, 2024, and the thumbnail contains Bubble, who is a member of the Squashy Grapes. He decided to release episode 2 early due to a lack of votes. And he still thanks Pepe Pordia and Pikachu BR for voting. This means we probably got at least 2 votes. Last episode, the Squashy Grapes were selected to be up for elimination. We got 2 votes. And by unanimous decision, Needle is eliminated. Needle's history of slapping has gotten her eliminated. Battle for Dream Island. Episode 2. Barriers and Pitfalls. The second contest is a relay race, and because of Blocky and Fiery, the grapes still win. This time, voting ends on July 24, 2024, which was my 18th birthday. The thumbnail of episode 3 was released on July 24, 2024, and the thumbnail contains Needle, who is an eliminated contestant. For some reason, Brazilica says that the files for episodes 1 and 2 got corrupted. Last episode, the grapes won the relay race, putting the cherries up for elimination. This time we got only 1 vote. This vote came from Davila Jones 5467, and the only vote is for Snowball. Snowball's mean attitude has gotten him eliminated. Battle for Dream Island, Episode 3. Are you smarter than a snowball? The episode was going to continue to get longer until episode 5. The third contest is the same as in canon, and with a score of 28 to 36, the grapes still win. Voting ends on July 28, 2024. Episode 4 was released on July 28, 2024, and the thumbnail contains David and a weird version of 4. Last episode, the grapes had 8 more points than the cherries, putting them up for elimination. This time we got only 1 vote, and that vote came from Haki Suke. The eliminated contestant is Rocky. Rocky's barfing habits have gotten home eliminated. Battle for Dream Island, Episode 4. Sweet Tooth. Once again, the contest is the same as in canon, and with just 1 single point, the grapes win by a total of 120 points. But instead of putting the cherries up for elimination, Brazilica creates another contest, which is to eat 100 chocolate balls. The grapes won the contest by 100 milliseconds after 10.1 seconds. This time voting time is unspecified, but the title of episode 4 says read the description, and the description reveals that the voting system has been switched to straw poll. Voting ends on July 30. Episode 5 was released on July 30, and the thumbnail contains Flower, who is a member of the Squishy Cherries. The change of the voting system has an explanation. It's an attempt to get more votes. Episode 5 is the first episode to have an intro. This is the first episode with a cake and steak intro. Last episode, the grapes won the baking contest and the eating contest, putting the cherries up for elimination. Surprisingly, the poll option didn't work as we got 0 votes, so we need a tiebreaker. For this tiebreaker, voters who voted after voting ended would not be counted. Ramanati Brown 6828 was the only person to vote after the deadline, and he voted match. I think it might have just been a preference for him. Battle for Dream Island, Episode 5. Bridge Crossing. The 5th contest is the same as in canon, but there are 7 bridges. The person who goes the furthest wins a win token. This time, the cherries win the contest, but Golf Ball, Coiny, and Teardrop had the same number of bridges, so they need a tiebreaker. By random selection, Coiny wins a win token. I would no longer specify the voting time, but surprisingly, even though the poll option failed, the voting system doesn't change. Episode 6 was released on August 1, 2024, and the thumbnail contains Blocky, who is a member of the grapes. Last episode, the cherries crossed more bridges than the grapes, so they're up for elimination. Fiery, Bubble, Ice Cube, Spongy, Pencil, and Blocky were the only ones that got 0 votes. Pen and Leafy are the bottom 2. The voting number is unspecified. Without revealing the total number of votes, Brazilica eliminates Pin. This is the first time that the voting is incomplete. Battle for Dream Island, Episode 6. Power of 3. Despite the team ratio, those are divided into 5 teams of 3. Team 1 consists of Woody, Flower, and Golf Ball. Team 2 consists of Coiny, Teardrop, and Eraser. Team 3 consists of Pen, Pencil, and Fiery. Team 4 consists of Leafy, Blocky, and Ice Cube. And Team 5 consists of Bubble, Spongy, and Tennis Ball. At the end of the contest, Woody, Flower, and Golf Ball finish first. They all get a win token. Coiny, Teardrop, and Eraser finish second. Leafy, Blocky, and Ice Cube finish third. And Bubble, Spongy, and Tennis Ball are finally safe, putting Pen, Pencil, and Fire up for elimination. Episode 7 was released on August 3, 2024, and the thumbnail contains Spongy, who is a member of the Squashy Grapes. Last episode, Pen, Pencil, and Fire were the last team to finish, so they're up for elimination. This time we got 1 vote, and that vote is for Pencil. I don't know if Pencil's behavior in Teapot was what got her out, since this episode was released in 2024. Battle for Dream Island, Episode 7. Puzzling Mysteries. The grapes win the contest, but instead of choosing a contestant to switch over from the other team, the grapes get a rejoiner. Episode 8 was released on August 5, 2024, and the thumbnail features Golf Ball, who's a member of the Cherries. These 6 eliminated contestants all have a chance to rejoin the game as a member of the grapes. For some reason, Brazilica said sole voter instead of voters. This implies that we only got 1 vote, and rejoining the game is Needle. Welcome back to the competition, Needle. Battle for Dream Island, Episode 8. Cycle of Life. The 8th contest is the same as the cannon, but the outcome is the same as the 7th contest. Brazilica skips the contest, but the Squishy Cherries win. Golf Ball chooses Tennis Ball, Teardrop chooses Needle, Flower and Woody vote Leafy, and Coiny, Eraser, and Pen vote Blocky, so Blocky's now member of the Cherries. There is no voting in this episode. Instead, there are favorite votes in the comments, but nobody voted. Episode 9 is the start of the 3-team facing cannon, so this video ends here.